Good morning, everybody. My name is Muhammad Haddad. I'm going to give a lecture number 4 for the module Starting Business and Fundamentals of Marketing. The module code is PMM3013, and this module is delivered to you by Scholar School System. Today, lecture will be about the financial sustainability and business sustainability. So in this session we will have two parts, two sections. The first one will talk about the finance, the second one talk about the business environment. So what we're going to cover in this lecture are these points. What is sustainability? What does it mean, sustainability? So we will define the meaning of sustainability. Then we will go through details talking about financial sustainability and its impact on the business. After that, we're going to talk about the principles of business finance. Finally, we will have the overall business sustainability. So as I mentioned, we will talk about financial section, then we will talk about the business section. Sustainability. This is very important word, and we heard this term many times, and it has something to do with environment. It has something to do with steady state path. Sustainability often relates to environment in the modern era. Listen, everything when you talk about sustainability, that means we are talking about the environment. This environment can be a business environment, can be like climate change, can be whatever. But something sustainable means something steady, and you can run it steady for a long time. Sustainability, as a word, refers to keep maintaining the same level. That's why we call it like steady state. Steady state means you are doing a job or you are doing a task at certain level, and this level is will be similar and stable. Okay, so sustainability refers to keep maintaining the same level. This means maintaining the level of any required thing. For example, many people they have a mood in every day, so they try to keep this mood sustainable. Okay. Now forget about individuals. Let's talk about organizations. The organizations, they have their goal, and this goal they try to maintain to keep going to achieve that goal. But how to do that? Day-to-day activities should be similar and sustainable in the same level, to a same level of productivity, the same level of production, the same level of finance. So this is you should keep it. You maintain. You have a target, and you have a specific type, specific speed. You have to maintain always that speed. This is called sustainability. This is general definition. So sustainability, when we hear this word, something comes to our mind about environment, something comes to our mind about maintaining same level of doing something. Economical, social, environmental factors are three pillars of sustainability: economics, social, and environment. So these are three pillars. Now we will discuss one by one. Now, financial sustainability. What does it mean? So we know now the sustainability as a word, as a general definition. But what does it mean when it comes to finance? What sustainability mean in finance? According to Lyon 2001, there are 4 basic pillars of financial sustainability, as mentioned in his book. First one, strategic and financial planning. Second, income diversification, and this is very important. Sound administration and finance. Own income generation. So these are 4 pillars for sustainability in finance. Income diversification, administration, income generation, and strategic financial planning. And this is very important. We will start with planning. Let's start with the first one, strategic and financial planning. What's meaning strategic and financial planning? Planning for financial is important as it is for other business functions. If the organization has their strategic plan for future. Strategic plan, that means you are planning for investment in the future, for long term. Strategic that means you have specific targets, but these targets for long term, which is a little bit different from goals. So every organization, they have their strategic plan for future. Okay? Companies or firms set priorities for based on their respective levels. For example, high or medium or low. So what they expect, they have high expectation, or they have prior planning. So they might be the organization. They have some sort of a goal, 2 goals. For example, one, growing the company, and finding a new finance channel. These are two goals. Now, which one is prior than other? So maybe finance is very important. That means it's high. So that's why companies set priorities based on their respective levels, maybe high, medium, or low. Another one is, or the second pillar of financial sustainability is income diversification. And this is very important. Suppose that you are a person or individual wants to work or wants to buy something, but you are depending on your father to get the money. Here you have only one income, so you don't have that income diversification. If there is any conflict between you and your father, you're going to lose that financial channel. So income diversification is very important for a company or a country to avoid the volatility in the growth. So this aspect of income diversification, and it is very important for a firm, or also for a country, to have different sources of income. This aspect is very important. This aspect of financial sustainability refers to the income sources of your organization. For example, if you are doing a business, you have to think where you gonna get your income from. In some organizations, they depend on funding from the government. The other organizations, and the same organization, they have another source of income, could be donations from investors, donations and government. Then national foundations or international foundations. So this sort of diversification in income gives like the strength for your for organization. If you have national foundation or national source of income, international source of income would be good for your organization. Why? This is like makes your company sustainable. So you have like 4 sources of income, better than to have 2 sources of income. 2 sources of income better than to have only 1 source of income. So diversification in income is very important. Why? To avoid the volatility in the sources. Sometimes the donations or the donors will not give you money. So, but you said, okay, if we lost this channel, we have another 3 channels. So you keep your business sustainable. As you can see in the picture, in the slide of our slide number 7 in our presentation, there is example for also from Lyon 2001 for pillars of financial sustainability. You can see that more than 66% of the source of income comes from local others, so or local and others, and very few income comes from the government. But why this is very important? Again, this will give the strength to your company. So as a person, you want to open or to set up a business, you have to think where you're going to get your funding from. If you're going to open a takeaway, first of all, where you're going to get your capital from. For example, you have another friend, he has a money, he wants to have a share with you. This is one thing. Okay, that's not enough. No, it's not enough. This is not enough. You have to find another source of money. Why? Because if there's a conflict between you and this person, then your business is gonna shut down. So it is very important to find another sources of income. Okay. The second pillar of the financial sustainability is sound administration and finance. Managing the issue of the organization, you have multiple resources, too many resources. How you gonna manage that? So management these days is a very important principle, very important asset. So managing resources is always important to any business. How the resources are managed for your business will help you in financial sustainability. Administration can help the business to maintain its resources and related budget for the resources. Here is very important to have a good manager. That's why we find that there is a specific section called project management or project managers. So these are people who have a skill of managing resources. The issue is if you have too many resources, you cannot manage them. This will lead to a low performance of your company. So having too many resources, it's not good. But having too many resources with good management is very good. So why you need these managers? Sometimes you have too many resources, but sometimes you have troubles in managing these resources. If you don't manage these resources well, you're gonna lose your business. The third pillar is how to find your own income, how to generate income. How are you currently collecting your earnings or your money? What are other sources of your income? These are very important. Sometimes you will try to find some source of money, whatever. How can you increase the income options? This is another issue. So now let's move to principles of business finance. According to recent studies, there are 3 types of business finance principles. First one, investment principle, financial principle, and dividend principle. So we will go through each one in details. Investment principle. Most important decision for the business is to invest wisely and allocate its resources. Again, it has something to do with the managers. But here we need some people who take the risk when you invest. And again, if you have money, you want to invest, there is a risk in front of you, you need manager for that. So risk management is very important. Okay? So it's very important to take this decision. The investment decision is very important. So when you take a decision of investment, you are taking the risk. So high risk, high profit. But the problem is this risk manageable or not? This is very important. Think about where is the need of investment. This is very important. To have a decision on investment, you have to think, where are you going to spend your money? Okay? Is this investment profitable or not? Manageable or not? Useful or not? You have to focus on the investment requirements and planned decisions. So investment decision, again, it's not easy. You have to have your business plan, feasibility study, and risk analysis. That's why we have recent institutes, or recently there's high attention of studies towards the aim to study investigates the impact of risk on investments. So we have risk management section, and we have risk managers. So it is very important. Why? Because doing unplanned investment can have adverse effect on the business itself. So if it's not well investigated, it's not well researched before you do your business, you might face some problems in the future, and you have some negative impact in your businesses. So decision making is very important on the business. The second principle, when you have taken the decision in your mind about specific business to invest, is financial principles. Okay? This is an important factor for the business finance, to have right level of capital and equity or other debts. So now the first question that might ask to the investor, where you're going to get your money from? Some of them, they will say, we will get it as a loan. Okay, so is it equity or debt? This is very important. An important decision is to have debt or equity or mix both. This is very, very, very important. Why finance is important? Why the financial principle is important? If you have the right decision on the source of finance, you can manage your business smoothly. And here again, business sustainability. If you have good or you maintain the same level of finance, that means you make your business sustainable. Now, the next principle is dividend principle, and this is widely used these days. When the business is at a mature stage of business, or this is as we know that we have different stages of businesses. When it comes to flourishing stage, it is very important to decide to reward their owners. The decision is important about distributing the excess cash or keep it for investment. So most of the people now, when they found that their business making good money or profits, they have some sort of agreement between each other that 20% of this profit should go to reinvestment and 80% will be divided between us. So this is different strategies. Each business each business has its own strategy. Another important decision is about when to distribute the time. How to distribute and when to distribute. These are very important. So in slide number 14, as you can see, group activities. Now what I want from you, you have to divide yourself in the class into 4 groups. Each group has 5 people. According to you, what is the importance of financial sustainability for a business? You have to have like brainstorming about that. Then you give me some bullet points. List benefits of financial sustainability and prioritize those benefits. So after that we will have discussion about it. Now we will talk about the business sustainability. We talk about financial sustainability. We started with what does mean sustainability in general. As we mentioned, it is like keep maintaining same level of doing something. But when it comes to finance, that you keep maintaining some sort of sustainable source of money. How? We have variety of pillars, 4 pillars and 3 principles. But now we have to talk about the business as a whole, the whole picture. So what is the difference between financial sustainability and business sustainability? Now this is the question. Why business sustainability is important? What are important factors that contribute to the business sustainability? Business sustainability, it has something to do with 3 P's. 3 P's. Profit, planet, people. Okay? When it comes to this, so what's the meaning of profit? The profit, you have to have sustainable profit or high earning potential and positive cash flow. We talk about money now. Healthy profit margins. Sustainable business model. This now the first P, which is about profit. You can see now we are talking about finance here. So business sustainability is a very big picture. Financial sustainability is a part of that picture. Again now, we come, from the beginning I said that sustainability, it has something to do with the environment, planet. So it is now these days, there is some incentives and loans given, or premium loans given to the people who have green businesses. What does mean green business? Green business means you have low carbon footprint. Okay? And lower emissions. Eliminate to use the conflict minerals. So Here you will find that when you want to do a business, you should have financial sustainability, which takes care of profits, and you have concerns about the environment, which is a planet. Finally, it has something to do with people. You have to consider the labor cost, you have to manage customer expectation, you provide measurable value, and treat everyone with the respect. So now, this is called sustainability, or business sustainability. Business sustainability, it has something to do with financial sustainability, and environment, planet sustainability, and people sustainability. So it has to do with 3 P's. So always when you hear the word of sustainability, you have to think about 3 P's: financial profit, planet, and people. Now I will give you the homework. Your homework now is, how will you consider business sustainability and financial sustainability of your chosen business? So it is expected that you're going to talk about sustainability of your business when you pick up your business idea. At the end, you will find the references and some reading list. To summarize it, we talk about sustainability. What does it mean? What is the financial sustainability? Then principles of business finance. Finally, we talk about the business sustainability as a whole. Thank you very much for listening. See you next lesson. Thank you. Bye-bye.